We present to you 35 facts about the universe that will blow your mind. Let's start.
Space is completely silent. There is no air or atmosphere in space, so sound waves cannot travel.
Sunlight can take between 100,000 and 1 million years to travel from the core to the surface of the sun, but it only takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth.
Although we tend to believe that Mercury is the hottest planet, we are wrong. Venus has a dense atmosphere composed mainly of carbon dioxide, with clouds of sulfuric acid, creating an extreme greenhouse effect and temperatures of up to 450 degrees Celsius. The observable universe has an estimated size of 93 billion light-years in diameter. This vastness is almost incomprehensible to the human mind. To put it in perspective, if the observable universe were the size of Earth, our galaxy would be smaller than a grain of sand. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, has an estimated diameter of 100,000 to 200,000 light-years.
Saturn is the only planet in the solar system whose density is less than that of water. If there were an ocean large enough, Saturn would float in it.
A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. Venus rotates very slowly on its axis, taking 243 Earth days to complete one rotation, while its orbit around the Sun takes only 225 Earth days.
Andromeda is the closest spiral galaxy to the Milky Way. It is about 2.5 million light-years away and is moving towards us, with a collision expected in about 4 billion years.
A supernova explosion can reach temperatures of 3 billion degrees. These stellar explosions are so bright that they can temporarily outshine entire galaxies. Besides their incredible heat, supernovas are crucial for the formation of heavy elements in the universe. Black holes have infinite density and form when stars 20 times larger than the Sun collapse. At the center of a black hole is a singularity, a point where the laws of physics as we know them cease to function. The gravity in a black hole is so intense that not even light can escape.
If two pieces of the same type of metal touch in space, they will permanently bond. This phenomenon, known as cold welding, occurs because the atoms on the metal surfaces have nothing to separate them in the vacuum of space.
Did you know there is water floating in space? An immense and colossal cloud of water vapor has been found in space, containing 140 trillion times the mass of water in Earth's oceans.
The Sun's mass represents 99.8% of the solar system. The Sun is by far the most massive object in the solar system, with a mass that dominates the system. It is so large that Earth could fit inside it 1,300,000 times. The volume of the Sun is immense compared to that of Earth.
The highest mountain discovered is not Mount Everest in our solar system, it is Olympus Mons on Mars. Olympus Mons is a volcano that rises 25 kilometers above the Martian surface, 3 times the height of Mount Everest.
There could be a planet made of diamonds. 55 Cancri e is an exoplanet believed to have a surface rich in carbon, which could mean it is largely composed of diamonds. The Boomerang Nebula is the coldest known place in the universe, with a temperature of -272 degrees Celsius. In contrast, the highest temperature ever reached was just after the Big Bang, at 141 followed by 32 degrees Celsius.
UY Scuti is currently considered the largest known star, with an estimated diameter of approximately 2.4 billion kilometers. This means that if we placed UY Scuti at the center of our solar system, its surface would extend to the orbit of Saturn.
Neutron stars represent one of the most extreme objects known in the universe, combining incredibly high densities with relatively small sizes. A typical neutron star has a diameter of only about 20 kilometers but can contain more mass than our Sun.
The universe is flat, not spherical as Einstein predicted. This means that if you drew parallel lines in space, they would remain parallel indefinitely instead of converging or diverging as they would on a curved surface. This flatness has profound implications for the structure and fate of the universe.
Footprints on the Moon will last 100 million years. Without wind or water to erode them, the footprints left by Apollo astronauts on the Moon will remain intact for millions of years.
The darkest known planet is Trace 2b. This exoplanet reflects less than 1% of the light it receives, making it darker than coal. There are ring-shaped galaxies, with only 1 in every 1,000 galaxies having this unique structure. These unusual galaxies form when a smaller galaxy passes through the center of a larger galaxy, creating waves of star formation that propagate outward like ripples in a pond.
There are planets floating freely in space. It is estimated that there are billions of wandering planets that do not orbit any star.
There is a giant molecular cloud called Sagittarius B2 that contains thousands of trillions of liters of ethyl alcohol, literally making it a cosmic bar in space.
The Sun loses approximately 4 million tons of mass every second due to nuclear fusion in its core.
The Hourglass Nebula is one of the most fascinating and visually stunning objects in the universe, located about 8,000 light-years from Earth in the constellation Musca. This planetary nebula owes its name to its distinctive shape, resembling an hourglass. The most amazing thing about this nebula is the stellar winds blowing inside it. These winds reach speeds of up to 1 million kilometers per hour. To put this in perspective, it is more than 800 times the speed of sound on Earth.
Quasars are some of the most luminous and energetic objects in the universe. The term quasar is a contraction of quasi-stellar radio source. They are extremely bright and distant active galactic nuclei. A single quasar can be up to 10,000 times brighter than an entire galaxy like the Milky Way, which contains hundreds of billions of stars.
The exoplanet J1407b has a ring system 200 times larger than Saturn's rings. J1407b, also known as Super Saturn, is one of the most fascinating exoplanets discovered to date. Its most notable feature is its gigantic ring system. The diameter of the ring system is estimated to be about 120 million kilometers. If these rings were around Earth, they would be visible to the naked eye and appear much larger than the full moon in our sky.
The average temperature of outer space is approximately -270.45 degrees Celsius. This temperature is almost indistinguishable from absolute zero, which is -273.15 degrees Celsius.
Sunsets on Mars are blue due to the way the thin Martian atmosphere scatters sunlight.
The universe has a speed limit. The speed of light in a vacuum is the maximum speed at which information can travel.
Black holes can evaporate. According to Stephen Hawking's theory, black holes can lose mass and energy through Hawking radiation and eventually evaporate.
Enceladus is one of Saturn's moons. It is one of the smallest but has the peculiarity of being filled with active geysers that eject icy water from an underground ocean into space.
In microgravity, like that experienced by astronauts on the International Space Station, the intervertebral discs of the spine, which are compressed by gravity on Earth, expand in the absence of this force. This causes the spine to lengthen, allowing astronauts to grow between 2 and 5 centimeters during their stay in space.
Astronomers believe there are 40 billion planets like Earth in our galaxy. The estimated number of Earth-like planets comes from data obtained mainly by space telescopes like Kepler and KESS. These telescopes search for exoplanets in the habitable zones of their stars, regions where temperatures would allow the existence of liquid water, an essential factor for life as we know it.
When stars die, they can become black holes, neutron stars, or white dwarfs.
Jupiter has a magnetic field 20,000 times stronger than Earth's. Jupiter's magnetic field is the most powerful of all the planets in the solar system. It is generated by the planet's rapid rotation and the movement of conductive materials within it, mainly liquid metallic hydrogen.